beautiful. Adam?
You know, I know you mentioned it before you got here. You talked
Hi. I know. I've been vlogging all week and haven't popped in here to actually talk to y'all. But this week has been a doozy. It really has. And if you can't tell, I just rolled out of bed. Hence the pimple patches. Let me get myself together. I just had to really pop in here and talk to y'all because I have not talked to y'all all week. Good morning. How are y'all doing today? I just got done editing. Well, I'm still editing, but it will be going live today, so I'm pretty done. But I just wanted to pop back on here because I just wanted to say hi. A lot been going on in my life. Like, I don't even know if it's a good time to talk about it completely, because sometimes we may talk prematurely about stuff. God is teaching me stuff, and then in the same breath that he's teaching me, I think that I know everything now and I run with it when he's like in the middle of teaching me. It's still a trial and error for me, especially mood. It's crazy because I got on my TikTok last week and was talking about spiritual warfare and was explaining to people how it's real. We're such see it and I believe it type of people, which the spirit that lives inside of us, you can't see that. The vibes that people are going off of, they can't see that. The energy that people talk about, you can't see that. All of that stuff still is real. So it's like explaining to people the importance of staying like guarded, especially when you're going through such a healing process, or if you're just going through a lot of life changes and you know that they're being directed by God. The devil doesn't like that. He doesn't like seeing you moving consistently down the path that God paved personally just for you. He rather you stumble into the path that's made for somebody else and be completely detoured from your own purpose. He'd much rather see that, you know? And so that's kind of like what I'm going through. Like, I'm understanding that, like, me setting the tone in my house, me playing praise music in the morning, me getting up with a purpose, those thoughts that are popping in my head, me completely shutting them down immediately with something that I know that God has said in his word about me. A lot of times I get these thoughts that pop in my head. I know I'm not the only one. I get these thoughts that pop in my head that are deteriorating my self-value, my self-love. They're so evil. And it's like, why did this thought pop in my head? Like, why do I think I'm not good enough? Why do I think that people don't care what I have to say? Why do I, like, it's like these type of thoughts that pop in our head, and we because they pop in our head, we sometimes accept them as just truth, or be like, dang, you right. No. It's like you being in a battle and you just like keeping your arms down and getting hit left and right. It's like, no. You have to throw his too. You have to understand how to fight. And this morning, I was very adamant about that. While I was in that shower, I was getting thoughts left and right. And the ones that I knew to be true, because God said them, I let them stay. I let them ride. And I was like, yep, you're right. It's like I fact checked every thought that popped in my head. I fact checked immediately. And it gave me so much power that eventually I stopped having bad thoughts. We got to be adamant, and we really have to work hard for ourselves. We can't expect God to fight all of our battles for us, because we also need to be in it with him. But yeah, I wanted to pop in here. I honestly think I'm gonna end this vlog shortly, just because I'm gonna start editing it so I can get it to y'all this week. It was kind of supposed to be out last week, but I didn't get a lot of talking footage, and I felt like, So I might pop in here one more time. It's 11, and I've been pretty productive. I had a lot of things to do that are outside of content creating, so I really had to get a head start this morning, and it felt really good. So I'm gonna eat my breakfast. All I got is oatmeal right now. It ain't nothing special, but I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I'm gonna finish editing, and I will talk to you guys later. Day today. I have been rehearsing all week for a video shoot today, and we finally shot it, and it went great. I'm just really exhausted. My body hurts. So I did want to get on here and say bye to y'all before I wrap up this vlog. As soon as I woke up, because I had rehearsals all week, I was feeling really tired, and I knew today we had to shoot. Like, tired as in like my muscles was sore, my body was sore. So I was like, let me get up, let me go to the sauna, sitting in it a little bit, really just reflect, talk to God, and that'll be like my morning routine, which that goes into a couple of the things that I wanted to talk about before I wrap up this vlog. But one thing being, I have been getting into a routine lately of like being super productive and having like this morning routine as soon as I wake up, and I've been at it for like months, right? I thought it was a great thing, but I started to realize it was so long that it was causing my days to be so draining, and it just didn't feel natural at one point. Like parts of it felt natural still. I'm not saying I'm completely dishing out and taking my morning routine completely out. I'm not saying that at all, but I definitely started to just do it because it's my morning routine. I do it every morning, and not because it was actually fueling me. God has sent me a video that the girl said something in it that I never really thought about. She said that so many of us are just assuming what God wants, like how God wants to be loved and how he wants to spend his special time with us. We're just kind of assuming it and just doing it, and we're thinking that we're, you know, giving him his due praise and his one-on-one time, but it's not spent doing something that he actually loved to do with us on that one-on-one time. Just like love languages, everyday relationships that we have with our friends, our family, our significant other. And so when she said that, it just made so much sense, because literally our relationship with God is the same thing. Like he wants to feel loved in this way when it comes to me. He may want to feel loved a different way when it comes to someone else, but with me, he wants to feel this love. So then after I saw that video, I was like, this makes sense why my morning routine hasn't been how it used to be. Father, reveal to me how you want to feel close to me. How do you want our one-on-one time to be spent? How do you want to feel love from me? And he told me praise and worship. I feel him the most when it's that time when I'm really just locked in and I'm just praising him. I'm singing my songs, I'm dancing, whether it's worship or whether it's praise, I just feel him every single time. I was like, this is how you want me to spend my time with you. This whole time I'm doing this long, extensive morning routine, like, oh, it's me and God's time. And he's like, maybe tweak it. So the last week, I've been relaxing on this morning routine. I have been just making sure every single day I have my praise and worship time with him. Don't be so resistant to change. Some people are very resistant to change, especially if it's something that they had like embedded in their schedule, in their plan. Oh, he been getting on me with these plans. He has been getting on me. He is like, girl, you do not know everything. I get it to have like a nice structure, a nice, you know, it's good to still have like some type of idea of what direction that you're going in so that you can still be moving forward, because faith without works is dead. But you can't be resistant to when he tell you to change something, because you don't know everything. He like, I'm still steering this boat. I'm the one who's still driving. You know, sometimes it can seem like everything changing so drastically, everything going wrong, but really he's just falling into his plan. So that's something else he's been telling me. And then one other thing, y'all, this one blew my mind. This one blew my mind, and I was just like, wow. I've now seen a TikTok, a video, and a podcast say that when you look at how Jesus walked this earth, and you know, he is our guide, he is our example of a perfect man. And you know that saying, what would Jesus do? But seriously, like, we try to follow his steps. When you look at when he walked this earth, he really didn't run nowhere. He didn't rush anywhere. He walked everywhere. That really like hit me in my chest, because I have been like, no, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I've been stressing myself out, because what this world tells us that we have to be productive and we have to be hardworking and we have to give our last in order to even get a little bit. and even that's not enough, so you still need to be working while they sleeping. And you know, all this stuff, which I'm still trying to unlearn that and understand when I'm walking with God, everything works on his time anyway. So I'm doing all this for, he's not gonna exhaust you. He's not gonna freaking exhaust you. He still wants you to put in the work. He still wants you to move. He does. His purpose, his divine will for us, it will come how he plans it, envisions it to come, and it won't be traditional. It won't be traditional. He's so creative and so extra. You know, you ever had that extra friend and just be like, why you gotta do all that? And it's because it's the principle. I just gotta do it my way. That's him. That is God. God is like, he is gonna do it his way. He is gonna come on his time, and there's nothing that you can do that can speed his pace up. It's gonna happen on his time. It's always gonna be on his time, you know. And it's like, I really have been breaking my back thinking that it's doing something. Don't know if it is or not. Stressing myself out, exhausting myself. But I'm talking out ear off now. I hope y'all can't tell that I'm tired, because I am. Oh my gosh, this girl always talking about God. Well, I love him, okay? Just like when you got that one friend that always talking about her boyfriend.